Silver isn't worth gold, but your blood is. We all know silver is valuable, gold even more so. But what if I told you the most precious substance you'll ever own isn't dug out of the ground, but is being made right now inside your own body? It's pumping through your veins as we speak. Over the next few minutes, we're going to break down a single pint of human blood into its core components to figure out what it's actually worth on the open market. You might want to forget what you know about precious metals because the answer could be more valuable than its weight in pure silver. All right, let's start with our sample. 1 pint of blood, the amount you'd give if you were donating. At a glance, it just looks like a simple red liquid. But that couldn't be more wrong. If you put that pint under a microscope, you'd see it's less of a liquid and more of a bustling city full of specialized cells, all floating in a liquid superhighway. That highway is called plasma, and it makes up about 55% of your blood. The other 45% are the cellular parts: red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. Every single one of these components has a critical job to do, and as it turns out, each one has a specific price tag in the multi-billion-dollar medical world. Now, to be clear, we are not talking about some shady black market deal. We're calculating the legitimate medical-grade value if these parts were separated, purified, and sold for life-saving treatments. We're going to build this price tag from the ground up, starting with the most common bits and working our way to the rarest molecules you own. The final number is pretty staggering. Section 1. The oxygen couriers, red blood cells. First up, the most common cells in your blood, the red blood cells, or erythrocytes. Think of these as the tireless delivery drivers for your body. Their main job is to grab oxygen from your lungs and haul it to every single cell, from your brain down to your toes. They are absolutely essential for life, and your bone marrow cranks out millions of them every second. When a patient loses a lot of blood in surgery or from an injury, the first thing they usually need is a transfusion of packed red blood cells to get their oxygen levels back up. This makes red blood cells a cornerstone of modern medicine. Because they're so fundamental, you might guess they aren't worth a whole lot, and you'd be partly right. They're the least expensive of the major components, but they are far from cheap. A single unit of packed red blood cells, about what we'd get from our 1 pint sample, costs a hospital anywhere from $250 to over $500 just to acquire. But that's not the whole story. A 2023 study found that when you factor in all the associated costs like processing and storage, the true cost of that unit lands somewhere between $522 and $1,183. Let's be fair and take an average from the higher, more recent estimates. We'll call it about $850. That's our starting point. Just for the red stuff in 1 pint of your blood, you're already looking at the price of a very nice night out. But we're just getting warmed up. Running, total $850. Section 2, the emergency responders, platelets. Next up in our pint, we've got the platelets. If red blood cells are delivery drivers, platelets are the emergency repair crew. These tiny, odd-shaped cell bits are the first ones on the scene when you get a cut. They rush over, get sticky, and clump together to plug the hole, which is the first step in making a scab. For patients with certain cancers, especially during chemotherapy, or for people with blood disorders, the body's ability to make platelets can drop to dangerous levels. This leaves them at a huge risk for severe, even fatal bleeding. For them, a platelet transfusion isn't just a treatment, it's a lifeline. Here's the thing. Platelets are much more fragile and have a shorter shelf life than red blood cells, which makes them trickier to collect and store. This complexity and the constant demand jacks up their price. While some reports mention costs around $500 to $700, a 2025 guideline published in the journal Chest puts the cost of a single unit of apheresis platelets in the US at around $1,400. We'll stick with that $1,400 figure since it represents a standard high-quality product for critical patients. All of a sudden, our pint's value just took a big leap. We've basically added the price of a new smartphone to our total. Running, total $850 RBCs plus $1,400 platelets equals $2,250. Section 3, the liquid superhighway, plasma. Now, we get to the single biggest component in our pint, the plasma. This is the yellowish liquid that makes up more than half your blood's volume. And at first, it doesn't seem all that impressive, since it's about 90% water. But calling plasma just water is like calling the ocean just water. The real treasure is in what's dissolved in it. Plasma is the superhighway that carries the cells, along with an incredible variety of proteins that keep you alive. Let's start with the plasma itself. A standard unit of fresh frozen plasma, or FFP, is used to help patients with clotting problems and costs about $270. That's a respectable number, but it's pocket change compared to what happens when we break it down further. The real money in plasma comes from a process called fractionation, where the liquid is separated into its individual, super purified proteins. These proteins are the building blocks for some of the most specialized and expensive medicines out there. Let's look at just a few of the most valuable ones in our pint. There's albumin, the most common protein in your plasma. It acts like a sponge, keeping the right amount of fluid in your blood vessels. It's vital, and the 10 to 13 grams in our pint are worth about $100. Then there's fibrinogen, a key clotting protein. Concentrates of it can cost around $300 per gram, and since our pint has about 0.7 grams, that adds another $210. But the real crown jewel of plasma is a group of proteins called immunoglobulins, which you probably know as antibodies. These are the custom-made weapons your immune system builds to fight off bacteria and viruses. For people with weak immune systems, an infusion of intravenous immunoglobulin, or IVIG, is a game changer. It's made by pooling plasma from thousands of donors, and because of that, it's incredibly expensive, costing $100 to $350 per gram. Using a conservative estimate of $150 per gram, the 1.5 grams of key immunoglobulins in our pint are worth another $234. When you add up just these key proteins and account for others, the value of these fractionated products easily adds another $950 to our oil. Running total, $2,250. Cells, plus $270. Base plasma, plus $950. Proteins, equals $3,770. The grand total reveal. Okay, let's pause and add this all up. We started with the red blood cells, our oxygen movers, clocking in at around $850. Then we added the platelets, our emergency responders, worth another $1,400. After that, we moved to the plasma. The frozen plasma itself added $270, but the real treasure was hidden inside, the fractionated proteins, including albumin, fibrinogen, and those incredibly valuable immunoglobulins, which tacked on at least another $950 to our total. So, when we sum up the legitimate medical market value of every processed component in one pint of your blood, we get a grand total of $3,770. Think about that for a second. The fluid that your body makes without you even thinking about it has the market value of a high-end laptop. But the title of this video made a specific claim. How does this really stack up against gold? The gold comparison. As of today, the price of silver is about $1.24 per gram. A pint of blood weighs roughly 492 grams. So, a pint's worth of pure silver would be about $610. Our pint of blood at $3,770 is worth more than 6 times its weight in silver. But gold has always been the ultimate standard of value. Today, gold is sitting at around $108 per gram. So if we take our pint's weight, 492 grams, and multiply it by the price of gold, we get the value of a pint-sized brick of solid gold, and that value is a mind-blowing $53,136. So at first glance, it looks like gold crushes it. But that's not quite an apples-to-apples comparison. We've been valuing a pints of blood volume against a gram of gold weight. What happens when we compare them gram for gram? Our pint of blood, worth $3,770 after a lot of processing, weighs 492 grams. If we divide that total value by its weight, we get the per gram value of your blood's processed components. Comes out to about $7.66 per gram. So, No, your blood isn't worth more than solid gold at $108 per gram, but at $7.66 per gram, it's worth over 6 times as much as pure silver. So the title was half right. Silver isn't worth gold, but your blood, when you measure the life-saving value of its parts, is a precious resource where the true worth goes way beyond a market price. So, while you can't exactly cash in on a paper cut, the stuff flowing through your veins is one of the most valuable resources on the planet. From the red cells carrying oxygen to the antibodies fighting off disease, the processed value of a single pint adds up to thousands of dollars. The real value, of course, is immeasurable. It's the value of a life saved, a major surgery made possible, an immune system that's given the strength to keep fighting. It definitely makes you think about that fluid in a whole new way, doesn't it? What part of this breakdown shocked you the most? Was it the price of platelets, or all the hidden value packed inside your plasma? Let me know what you think down in the comments. And if you enjoy breaking down the surprising science and economics of everyday things, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss what we investigate next.